Hi guys, it's Marlene of Living Your Best Life, and today I'm coming to you guys with a story time. So I sit back, enjoy this discussion because it's a really good one. Um, you can tell by the title that today I'm doing the story time. I didn't know I was Black. Yes, it's a true story. So this story takes place when I was in elementary school. A little background of my life. My parents are Jamaican. The first half of children were born there in Jamaica, and I am of the first generation of children born in the United States. I was born in New York, like my other 5 siblings. So back to the story time. So this story takes place here in Florida, and I was in elementary school in first grade, and I was on the playground at school, PE time, and I'm looking across the playground and I see some other little girls playing in on the other side of the playground. So I said, let me play with those other little girls. This is a little note. They were Caucasian girls. So I said, those look like some nice little girls. Let me go and play with them. So I walk over there and it was 3 of them. And they were playing the tetherball. You know, it's a pole and it has the ball and you hit it and it wraps around. So I said, I want to play that. So I walked up to them and I said, can I play with you guys next? And all of them turned around and looked at me. And I was like, why are they looking at me like this? And one of them just looks at me and says, we don't play with Black girls. I was like, what? I was so confused in that moment. Like, what are they talking about? So I just kept standing there with a confused look on my face. And the other girl says, we don't play with you because you're Black. Well, like, duh. And I still did not get it. It didn't make any sense to me. So they just ignored me. They turned their back to me and kept right on playing like I was not there, like I didn't exist, like what they just said didn't matter. So I just walked away, went back to playing by myself. So fast forward the end of the school day. I'm home from school. My mom is cooking dinner. And I go in the kitchen, I pull up a chair, and I said to my mom, why didn't you tell me? So my mom puts down whatever cooking utensil she was stirring with, a spoon or a fork, whatever. And she says, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "How come you didn't tell me I was Black?" My mom goes like, puts her hands on her hips, and she's like, "Girl, you don't know you're Black?" And I said, "No." I said, "You never told me I was Black." And she said, "Why are you asking me this?" And I said, "Well," I told her the story about, what happened to me on the playground earlier. And I said, and the little girl said they didn't want to play with me because I was Black. And she said, sometimes people, because of their ignorance, because of the way they were raised, because of wanting to follow the crowd and be popular and blend in, they say things like that out of their ignorance. But I never want you to feel that you're any less, that you have any less value. And that's what I want to tell everybody who's watching this video, everybody who look at this, anybody who has ever been a product of racism, prejudice, just know that you do not have any less value because of what somebody says, what somebody else does. Their actions don't justify the person that you are. It does not take away from your value, from your worth, from your substance, because you still have value and meaning, even if people cannot see it. And I think in that moment, my mother taught me something valuable, that you cannot look to others to quantify, to qualify yourself. When you come to the table, you bring your own value, you bring your own worth, even if somebody else cannot see it. So that's a teaching lesson that I want to share with you, what I learned from the experience and what I want you to think about every time that you may become a victim of it. Just know that is in their ignorance, and you are not any less valuable. You don't have any less worth. It's them, it's their problem. It's more important to get to know a person's personality, a person's character, their standards. That's how you judge another person, by that, not by the color of their skin. So yeah, I learned a valuable lesson from that story time. And it has happened to me other times. I have been a victim other times just because the color of my skin. I've also been victims of colorism, which is racism within your own race. So because of my skin color, maybe somebody who is darker skinned or lighter skinned does not accept me because of that color, which is another thing that has never made any sense to me either, because I'm like, but all, we're all brown people. We're all people of color. So I never have liked the term saying that I was Negro. I've never liked the word that I'm colored. I never have liked those terms. Just a brown girl. I'm just a brown girl with substance. That's all. So that has been my story time, guys. Let me know down in the comment section below. Have you ever been a victim of prejudice, racism, colorism? Let me know that too. And how would you have handled the situation that I went through? Would you have handled it the same way? Let me know that too. So I am Marlene. I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life. And on this channel, I do positive reinforcements, encouragement, motivation, lessons learned. And on Sundays, I have the Sunday Talk Show. So be there for the live stream, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday. And on Mondays, it is the Doses of Positivity, where I give positive enforcements and encouragement and lessons learned. So be there for that. And I also have Travel Florida vlogs. So check those out as well. So I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And let's hear what Boss Life Online has to say.
Hello, I am Gio, and I am the content creator for Boss Life Online. And as living your best life would say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself.